Look who's back in the action. The Pacman, the senator from the Philippines, the retired boxer Manny Pacquiao is coming out of retirement. On November 5th, Pacquiao takes on Vargas. Jessie Vargas, the WBO welterweight title holder. Vargas is 27-1, his last victory by knockout. I'm Scott Patrick, coming up a special preview of Pacquiao versus Vargas. Manny Pacman Pacquiao is the legend. Jessie Vargas is the champion. They'll go head-to-head, mano-a-mano on Saturday, November 5th. The battle is live in Las Vegas, but you don't have to make the trip. It's just as live in your TV room with Dish pay-per-view. Pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Get it online at mydish.com/boxing, or just punch in these numbers into your phone, 1-877-347-4778. That's 1-877-DISH-PPV. It wasn't that long ago that Manny Pacquiao told me his last fight would be his last. Pacquiao wanted to spend more time at home. He's now a senator in his home country, the Philippines. But with a convincing victory over Tim Bradley, Manny Pacquiao is back. I sat down with the full-time senator and now part-time boxer. Senator Pacquiao, nice to have you back on Dish.
Thank you.
Is that how you prefer to be called now?
Just Manny.
Just Manny? We're good with Manny? Okay.
Yes.
I was noticing your pen, that's a new addition. Is that so you can sign bills while you're here for the...
Yes.
I'm going to show you something. Do you recognize this guy?
Yes, I do.
I'll play something for you. Please say this is not your final fight.
After this, I'm going to retire.
See my reaction?
Yeah, it's good, huh? You're good.
I'm so glad you're back.
I know. I mean, when I decided to hang up my gloves, this is what happened. I feel like lonely because I love boxing. Boxing is my passion, so I feel like I can still fight. Why I stopped, so I decided to come back and continue my career because I can still fight.
Right, and you're in great shape. You're 37?
37, yeah.
How old do you feel?
I feel like I'm young, and since when I start my training, I still feel like same before. I mean, I can still, the speed, power is still there. Nothing's changed, so I mean, I still believe. That's why I decided to continue my career.
What challenges does Jessie Vargas face for you? Obviously, he's had a lot of success with southpaws, left-handers. What are the things when you're thinking about fighting him that present a challenge to you?
It's a big challenge to me because he fought a couple southpaw and he survived, and so. It's a good challenge for me because he's a champion and I want to get that belt again.
Right. Do you consider yourself the underdog in this fight because he has the belt, or are you the favorite?
I don't think I'm underdog for this fight, but of course I don't want to take him easy. I have to take him seriously because he's a champion. He can't be a champion if he's not a good boxer. So I consider him as a champion, so I will train to fight a champion.
Very good. I look at your record, 58, 6-2, 38 knockouts. Do you remember all those knockouts at this point, or are there some days you look and go, oh yeah, I knocked him out, like, because there's been so many?
Yes, 38 knockouts is, that's a lot.
True. I read this from time to time that one of the reasons you wanted to come back into boxing is that you're not getting enough money as a senator. You need more money to support the family, so you have to get into boxing. Is that true? Do you need any money? I mean, I can help you.
I have money.
You're good? Okay. Yeah. You call me. I'm here to help. All right, I'm going to try this question one more time. Is this your last fight? Are you going to retire after this fight, or could we see you fight some more?
You can see fight some more.
Good. Anybody in particular? I know I've asked that question over the years a million times. There's that one guy back out there, since you're back in boxing, that we could get him out of retirement again. Would you fight Floyd Mayweather again?
Why not? I mean, if he want, I respect the decision of the judges. But in my heart, if you ask me, I got robbed, and I still believe that I won the fight.
Freddie, great to have you back on Dish. Thank you very much. I think earlier this year I asked you the question, do you think this is Manny's final fight? And the answer was yes, but luckily we're back.
Yeah, we are back. He did tell me after his last fight he felt pretty good, and that we will fight again. And so this is not a huge surprise to me, but it was a matter of when and where. And we were in with a world champion and going for another title, and it's a big fight.
And I think Timothy Bradley said this was the best Manny Pacquiao he had fought, so that probably, and I think you would agree, right? After that fight.
I would agree. I saw a lot of the old Manny come back, and it was very, very good to see that. Because I've been pushing him to be a little bit more aggressive, and he in that fight he was very, very good.
Yeah, to talk about, if you can, just talk a little bit more about that. That you knew he had it in him, he just hadn't performed to that level. If you can just talk about what the secret was as far as getting him to perform again like that.
You know, the thing was, we had to push him a little bit harder in the training camp and get bigger and better sparring partners, and guys he had to deal with, tough to deal with guys, and it worked out pretty well. And this time around we're going with faster sparring partners, lower weight classes, but we're worried about this guy's speed a little bit. He does have good hand speed. He's not a great puncher, but he's again a very good combination puncher. And he's been champion at 140. Now he's champion at 147. So I mean, obviously he's won 2 titles, so he can fight. And this is a good matchup.
You're going to go to the Philippines to train. Does that make a difference?
A little bit of a difference. I'll have to bring over a couple more sparring partners there, because they have some good sparring partners over there, but just not the high quality guys that we have in LA and in America, and just better fighters. And I think my number one guy is going to be Jose Ramirez, one of my fighters, who I think is trying to get on the show, of course, and is a Bob Arum fighter, so it should be okay.
You mentioned Jessie's speed. What are the other challenges for this fight?
Well, you know, his speed is his biggest asset, and you know, he does so good combinations, and he's a very solid fighter. But the thing is, Manny needs to be a little bit more aggressive, like he did in the last fight, and I need that killer instinct back a little bit, because if he hurts this guy, I want him to get him out of there, because I don't think the guys should last any longer than they should. And I saw a little bit of that in Manny in the last fight, and hopefully it carries over into this one.
These are 2 really terrific fighters, really at a terrific time. If we just talk about Manny versus Jessie.
You know, the younger guy generally has an advantage when he's fighting an older fighter. Manny is 37, he'll be 38 in December. Jessie is 10 years younger. And Jessie has the ability to deal with southpaws. And one knock against him was that he wasn't a knockout puncher. He was a good boxer, not a knockout puncher. And under his current trainer, he's really beginning to knock people out. Yeah. So he has a really good chance against Manny. You'll have experience with Manny against youth and power with JESSIE VARGAS.
Boxing's only 8th division world champion Manny Pacquiao takes on JESSIE VARGAS in a 12-round battle Saturday, November 5th. Now, this is a fight that won't be on HBO or Showtime the next week. The only way to see it live is on Dish pay-per-view. So pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Get it online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. And now my interview with JESSIE VARGAS and his new trainer, Dewey Cooper, who helped Vargas to his last victory. Now, both think that winning streak will continue November 5th against Manny Pacquiao. Great to have you on Dish.
Oh, thank you for having me, first of all.
What's new?
Well, what's new and the biggest thing going on right now is the big fight between myself and Manny Pacquiao, November 5th. It's a great fight for the public, and I'm looking forward to it.
This is something you visualized or thought about going back when you were 8 or 9 years old. Talk about what kind of things you started thinking about, and here it's happening.
Well, yeah, that's right. When I was 8 years old, I envisioned myself being in the biggest fight of the year, and that's exactly what I'm doing, fighting one of the best, you know, a fighter that's a legend. He has made a big impact in the sport of boxing, but like I said, I saw myself in this position. You know, in order to prove that you're the best, you have to be the best. And what better than beating and dethroning Manny Pacquiao.
And to be clear, who has the belt?
I have the belt. I am the world champion. He is the challenger. You know, Manny Pacquiao does have the name recognition, but I am the champion, and I plan on staying the champion for several years. I feel that I deserve to be here just because of so much hard work, dedication, all the time that I invested into this career, and it's going to pay off November 5th.
You've had a bunch of trainers over the years.
Yeah.
And you've landed, I think, probably with your best trainer now. If you could talk about your relationship with Dewey and why this seems to be the right time to have him in your corner.
You know what, I wish I had him earlier, but everything happens for a reason, everything has its purpose, and I'm glad that I was able to meet up with Dewey Cooper. It was the best thing that could happen for me and my team. You know, he is my team now, and since late 2015 we started working together. A year now, a year from the actual fight date, which is November, we will be a year. So we were able to connect with each other just in time. It's like we planned it, you know, God works in mysterious ways. Everything happens for a reason. I'm very thankful to be with the team that I have now, and they're taking me to another level. He knows so many tools that I could do inside that ring. I mean, he's seen me box since I was 8 years old, and now we're working together. You know, now at the age of 27, in the biggest fight of my career to date, and you know, we're gonna have a lot of success together.
As you look this fight and then at night and you start visualizing how this fight's going to play out, how do you see it playing out?
The way I see this fight playing out is all the fans standing up in the 8th, 9th, 10th round and applauding the fight and applauding JESSIE Vargas.
JESSIE Vargas!
Dewey, it's great to have you on Dish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
When did this call come? How did you find that this fight was coming together?
Well, after Terrence Crawford-Postol fight, we were, you know, looking for something intriguing, something exciting, and we started hearing little words here and there about a possible matchup with Manny Pacquiao. Of course, you know, we were excited about it, and it finally happened, and we're in the gym preparing for Manny already.
How do you prepare at this point for Manny Pacquiao? Which Manny Pacquiao is going to show up, and how do you prepare for the one you think is going to show up?
Well, we expect the best Manny Pacquiao. We expect the 2009-2010 Manny Pacquiao.
Tim Bradley's kind of said that already, that was the best Manny Pacquiao he had fought in the last fight.
Yes. And that's what we want. We want the best Manny Pacquiao. We don't want to hear anyone with excuses about age and attrition and all of that. We want the best Manny Pacquiao. We expect to face off against the best Manny Pacquiao, and more importantly, we expect to retain our WBO welterweight world title.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's make it clear who has the belt right now.
That's right, you know, though Manny is the legend, we are the current world champions, and we plan to stay that way. Manny has put forth a great body of work, but this is a new generation. This is JESSIE Vargas' time. He is the defending world champion of the WBO right now. Then November 5th, everyone else is gonna be surprised. Everyone else is gonna be shocked. We already know what's gonna happen. JESSIE's gonna retain his world title, and he's going to really destroy Manny Pacquiao.
JESSIE Vargas is the WBO welterweight champ, and he is taking on one of the greatest of all time, Manny Pacquiao, on Saturday, November 5th. Pacquiao versus Vargas, there's nothing like watching these fights live, and the only place to see it is on pay-per-view with Dish Pay-Per-View. Pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Get it online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. Pacquiao Vargas, the legend, takes on the champion Saturday, November 5th. Watch it live with Dish Pay-Per-View. Thanks for watching. I'm Scott Patrick.